We need people that we can trust.
President Donald Trump on Friday removed the head of the agency that produces the monthly jobs figures after a report showed hiring slowed in July and was much weaker in May and June than previously reported. Trump said that he has ordered the firing of a key economic official, accusing her of manipulating employment data for political reasons after a new report showed cracks in the U.S. jobs market. He later told reporters, "We need people that we can trust," accusing the economic official of inflating hiring figures under former President Joe Biden's administration.
Why did you fire the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics? Because I think her numbers were wrong. Just like I thought her numbers were wrong before the election. Days before the election, she came out with these beautiful numbers for Kamala. I guess Biden/Kamala. And she came out with these beautiful numbers trying to get somebody else elected. Then right after the election, I think on the 15th, November 15th, she had an $800,000 or $900,000 massive reduction.
Mr. President, on the monthly jobs report, going forward, why should anyone trust the numbers?
Well, that's
and
the
if
big
you're
thing. You're right. No, you're right. Why should anybody trust numbers? You go back to election day. Look what happened 2 or 3 days before with massive, wonderful job numbers, trying to get him elected or her elected, trying to get whoever the hell was running. Because you go back and they came out with numbers that were very favorable to Kamala, okay? To trying to get him elected, trying to get her elected. And then on the 15th of November or thereabouts, they had an $800,000 or $900,000 overstatement reduction right after the election. It didn't work.
So,
because you know who won, John? I won.
But here's the thing: your supporters have had issues with these numbers. Now that you've
with the numbers
and
for
you've
a long
had
time.
and now that you're
we're doing so well. I believe the numbers were phony, just like they were before the election, and there were other times. So you know what I did? I fired her.
right, and so
you
now
know what? I did the right thing.
If any government official going forward is presenting data or information you don't like, should they fear for their job?
I've always
You're gonna
had
fire
a
them?
problem with these numbers. You know, I was thinking about it this morning. Before the numbers that came out, I said, who is the person that does these numbers? And then they gave me stats about before the election. I had a similar problem. I mean, she gave out numbers that were so good for the Democrats. It was like unbelievable. And then right after the election, she corrected those numbers with, I think, almost 900,000 corrections. I think nobody had ever seen anything like it. Well, today she did the same thing with the 253,000, whatever the number was. No, we need people that we can trust. I
But
mean,
if
your question is a very good one.
Right.
We need people we can trust.
But if